have you been keeping up with over the past couple months in quarantine the Verzuz brand with
right?
Okay, so I have two questions for you on that front. One, do you think you could be beaten in Verzuz? And two, who do you think could go toe to toe with you, or who would you want to battle with?
With Verzuz, honestly, I could battle anybody.
Anybody, Akon. I think you beat anybody.
I think you're untouchable.
I could battle anybody. Now, the only thing about whether you win or lose, I think that's always been a matter of opinion on the person and what taste of music they like. You know what I mean? So I feel like anybody loses in Verzuz, but I try to count the real hits. And like, you know, there's records that are just great records and okay, it's a smash record. But there are records that are just classics and there's nothing you could do, no time span that you could play it and people won't react to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm judging off classic records that impacts everybody's lives. And honestly, if I was to go toe to toe with anybody of my generation, I don't think there'll be nobody out there that could beat me.
I don't think so either. I mean, especially, now people are doing what they're...
I just judge music differently. It's not that I'm being arrogant on that aspect. I just feel like, because me personally, I make music to impact people. So I think if it was on that scale, and every one of my records, I did it to impact people, it'd be tough to beat me.
And every feature, you're forget
features and artists that I've brought into the business, and oh my goodness, it'd be crazy.
So I also think that the way people win Verzuz is about how they pick their catalog. What would you lead off with, and what do you think you would close with? Would you come in hot with like what you believe to be your best record? What do you think is your best record?
That's the thing. I don't even know, bro. Like
too many.
I don't even know. But me, I would come urban first.
Okay.
I think urban kind of sets the tone, and whoever they bring, it got to be someone that's diverse like me. Because I don't think there's too many artists that can come with like 10 urban smashes. Like I would start with Locked Up and probably end with Soul Survivor, right?
God, that was two monsters.
Bro, start with Locked Up, end with Soul Survivor, put I'm So Paid in the middle. I mean, forget about it. You can't touch Akon.
We just go in between, but then I would cross it over on them, and then they got to know if they even got pop records to even match. You know what I mean? Because then I go in with the Mr. Lonelys and the Sweet Escapes and Just Dances. I'll be like, dude, how are you gonna beat me?
Yo, can't. Just hearing you say it is so wild. Like you can't be touched, Akon. You can't be touched.
I could be touched, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult.
Who would make you go like, oh, all right, this is going to be like, I got to do my homework. I got to really come with the perfect list.
It would be Michael Jackson.
Jesus Christ. God.
This is where I would get Mike though, because Mike can't go hip hop.
No, right.
Go pop with him, but he can't come hip hop. And then I can even cross it even over into Afrobeat. Mm-hmm. Like, if I go into Afrobeat and then go into some of these, the WizKid records and the Davido records and all these records I produce, oh my goodness. It's
I mean, you sound like you're a pretty humble dude in some regard though, but what you're describing to me, what you're saying, it sounds like you think you're the greatest music creator of all time.
No, I'm not saying that, but I can say of my generation, I'm probably the most curious and probably the most, you could say,
best.
Fearless as far as going genre to genre. Like I just dropped a Latin album just 3 months ago that went #1 on the Latin music charts, and my hip hop audience or my pop audience don't even know anything about it.
Mm-hmm. That's great. So, I did not know that. That's insane. You went Latin. That's fucking awesome.
Right, that's crazy. Like, so just imagine if we go into the Verzuz and I start dropping my Latin records where I'm actually singing in Spanish. Niggas would be like, what the fuck is happening?